What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Caleb221. I'm back with another banger reaction. Today we got top 10 teenagers freaking out after a life sentence part 2. Shout out to Most Amazing Top 10 with 7.6 million subscribers. Shout out to them. Hopefully this doesn't get copyrighted. Let's check it out. Remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe.
Finish a survey term of 2 years on that count as well.
Did bro just pass out over 2 years? Is that the same girl? Hold on. Nah, it's not, but
I didn't mean to kill Oscar. Ashley, I really didn't. I really think I did that. I didn't mean to hurt him. I want you all to know that that is not me. That is not me. That's not him.
Okay, wow, that first guy just heard his sentencing and
I'm like, bro, I'm dead ass telling you, I was thinking, bro, I'm about to skip the video, bro, but I couldn't even think to look down here. Hold on, bro. All right, let's try this, bro.
Do with number 10.
By Judge Rebecca Dallin, who gave him life without parole, sparking the outburst.
So that was 19-year-old Sandell Jackson, who appeared in front of a Milwaukee County Circuit judge who was sentencing him. Sandell was charged with first-degree intentional homicide and attempted robbery in the shooting death of a 21-year-old. Sandell pleaded guilty to the felony murder charges. He was given a life sentence, but was hoping for a chance at parole at some point of his sentencing, but the judge denied it, and that's when Sandell started to freak out. And everyone else in the courtroom was freaking out as well. Now at number 9, we have...
That's a bit much. We're gonna do the video. Hopefully it don't copyright it. But I'm gonna just give y'all the reactions after, I guess. But that was a bit much to me personally. It don't matter what you do as a teenager. They shouldn't even be able to give you over 10. Cause that's come on now. That don't make remote sense. But life, damn. He's just gonna kill people in there. He ain't got shit to lose. Bullshit ass. They're not even teaching niggas.
Who freaked out so bad she started hiccuping, like it was just uncontrollably. And I remember one time I
has a history of being someone who can be manipulated.
So this teenager Jennifer Mee was being tried in court for a murder charge, and she just couldn't keep calm. She was freaking out while being handcuffed. Jennifer Mee actually became famous after that video, and after years, she finally talked about that viral video.
What happened to that sweet 15-year-old girl that we first met?
I couldn't even tell you. I got cased up with the wrong crowd of people, really. Unfortunately, when I started experimenting with drugs, I just felt like I was invincible to everything.
Now she will be facing the rest of her life in prison, and she may not have the opportunity to ever leave. During the interview, she said that she thinks she deserves about 20 years, but not more than that.
Personally, I feel would be fair is at least 20 years. I do, because yes, somebody's life was taken, somebody's loved one, somebody's child.
Your attorney has said now there's less than a 1 to 2% chance of you ever getting out of here. How do you hold on to hope?
I can't put nothing past God, but I've been locked up since I was 19. I can't stop fighting. I have a family that wants me home.
Next up, at number 8.
That's fucked up, bro. Because they never gonna see your ass light. Eventually, they gonna forget about you, bro. I guess you just make that the new life to you, bro. Like, it sounds hard, but I guess you could do it. I could see how you can make sense of it.
We have 17-year-old Raceland Martin, who pleaded guilty to first-degree murder, and this is after he killed his 63-year-old grandfather with a hatchet. Is this real life right now? He was sentenced to life in prison, and during court, Martin was freaking out. And this guy was just shaking. He was so scared. He was terrified of what was going to happen to him. Well, what else do you think is going to happen to you? Yeah, buddy, you're going to be in prison for the rest of your life. Okay, let's watch that again, but I'll slow it down a bit for you guys.
I see him shaking.
It must
Nigga
be a
got
very
me
difficult
shaking.
case because both of his parents testified against him.
And appeared to be listening intently to testimony, occasionally nervously looking down. Tonight we heard testimony from both parents.
Moving into number 7, we have the youngest.
That's cold. I mean, they gave up on their son. Bro, this is the thing, bro. Them is some bitch-ass, lame-ass parents, bro. It's only one of their parents, bro. And, like, you feel me? One of you definitely shouldn't be testifying, and the other one, I feel your pain, man, but you ain't got. That's still your kid. You can't just give up.
On our list, 13-year-old Kashawn Mann, who became the youngest person who committed murder in Kent County. Kashawn killed his mom's boyfriend. So after Kashawn's mom actually tried defending her 13-year-old son, the victim's family were outraged and chaos pursued in the courtroom.
That angered relatives of the victim, Jermel Stokes.
Bro, you mad about a kid, bro? Bitch-ass nigga, bro. One of them niggas got knocked out.
Leading to a scuffle.
The mom was saying that she actually found out her boyfriend was abusing her son and the murder was justified. I don't think that any murder can be justified, and also the mom was fighting for her son to not be tried as an adult.
Hopefully he ain't tried it.
This is a crazy situation because you have this young kid who is abused, and now because of poor decisions, he's going to prison for the rest of his life.
This is a child. Yes, he may have committed an adult crime.
The judge was about to sentence her son, Keyshawn Mann, for second-degree murder.
But obviously, after it all comes out, he was treated in ways that I had no clue of. So we can't say that, oh, he was never mistreated.
Moving into number 6.
Court physically
Why they skipping the good part?
shaking throughout the hearing. Then the sentence was read.
So therefore, it's the sentence of this court, Mr. Rose, that you be sentenced to a minimum of 10 years to a maximum of 15 years in prison.
So that was Stacy Rose Jr., who just couldn't.
That ain't even nothing, bro. That's racist, bro. You see, well, they get a white girl too, bro. They ain't giving no black kids this type of sentence.
Believe his sentencing. Rose Jr. was caught up in a fight when 49-year-old Briscoe came outside to break up the fight. He was a father of one of the teenagers. He's also a father of 5 and a grandfather to 3 grandchildren. Rose Jr. fled the scene on foot through the neighborhood, but eyewitnesses was able to tell the police who the killer was, and he was quickly arrested. Outside of the courthouse, Rose Jr.'s mom was freaking out because she couldn't believe his sentencing.
So my son wasn't a drug dealer. They went over there and stole them pills out of his car.
Rose Jr. was very shocked to know he was sentenced for so long. He claimed it was an accident. This teen was just shaking like crazy in the courtroom, and he was just crying.
10 years as a teenager, you be alright, nigga. You won't even be 30.
Right after his sentence. Alright, so at number 5, we have someone who isn't even a teenager yet, and she was freaking out. She appeared on an episode of Beyond Scared Straight. I love that show, and I love how they're like, this girl knows what.
I like fighting, I threaten people, and I'm in the squad.
She's kind of speaking too gangster for me. I can barely hear what the heck she is saying, but from what I heard, she's not afraid of nobody. Well, until she was taken to a prison to see what her life was going to be like if she didn't change. Well, what you're about to see is someone who I've never seen be so afraid of anything before. This girl is just freaking out and just losing her mind, and she's
really
like
scared?
squealing, I think.
We're getting closer and closer. They are gonna love that hair back here, buddy. Here we go. Ain't no time to cry now, sis. Ain't no time to cry.
Bro, this good for her, bro.
Okay, what the heck is even happening? She's just in panic mode.
Here
I'm not
come
sure
this
how
dude
tough
again,
this girl really is. Her tough act just seems to be fake. She's not ready for the real prison world. If she was, she wouldn't be acting like that.
Bro, what? Those don't even look like
Number
prisoners.
4, we have teenager Roxana Silvorsky, who was emotionally freaking out in court while she was being sentenced. Silvorsky pleaded guilty to plotting to kill her family. Is this real life right now? Imagine being her family member, and you just found out that this teenager, your daughter, your sister, she was plotting on murdering you. Well, luckily, she was brought in by the police before anything bad happened, and
How
now
do you
she's
even
serving a...
stick that on someone? Like, I could say I'm gonna kill you. Is that plotting to kill you? Like, I don't know. Like, unless you hiring a hitman and the hitman undercover.
Time in a woman's correctional facility. Number 3, I actually just wanted to show you guys quickly a different perspective, the opposite of someone freaking out in court. And he seemed to have zero emotions while he was being sentenced. I mean, watch this.
It is hereby ordered that you be committed to the Department of Youth Services until the age of 21, and furthermore committed to the Massachusetts Correctional Institution at Cedar Junction.
This kid was just sentenced to over 40 years in prison. And
whoa. I thought he was going to do like 2-3 years. 40? Nigga, you'll be probably almost 60 when you get out. 40? I'm only 20, bro. That's double my life, bro. Like,
he didn't.
That shit don't make sense.
Didn't even flinch. He was just 14 years old when he stabbed his teacher to death. I mean, I don't know. Is he freaking out inside? Number 2.
Hopefully he get halftime.
So that was 17-year-old Jacob Morgan from Rock Hill, South Carolina. He found himself in court after he was charged with arson and murder connected with his 14-year-old brother's death. Prosecutors claim that Morgan maliciously and intentionally started a fire. Morgan was so shocked when he was sentenced.
So therefore, I am going to find that there is probable cause to charge the individual with the found over for him.
His life just flashed before his eyes. He didn't think that he would get such a long
I kind of feel bad for his little nerd ass too.
sentence. He was charged for manslaughter, so he received 10 years for that, and another 15 years for arson, which to me it kind of doesn't make sense because, well, let's think about it for a sec. 10 years for killing someone, 15 years for setting a house on fire. I mean, I don't know. Finally, number 1.
Yeah, but Ro got a point.
I count at least 20 officers in that room to retain 19-year-old Dexter Johnson. He was sentenced to death, so yeah, he was pretty pissed off.
No, what? How you sentenced that? I think that's the only, like, it's only a certain, like, a handful of teenagers that was sentenced to death, bro.
The jury has found you guilty of
he was the first one.
The laws of the state of Texas, this court hereby assesses your punishment of death. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is going to complete your jury service. I'm going to meet you in the jury room.
So Johnson sat down, and he kind of let it sit in for a few seconds when he was sentenced, and just a few minutes went by when he realized that there's nothing else to lose. This guy just loses his cool, and he just freaks out into a rage. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but the woman in front just booked to the floor as if there was like a gunman in the room. She was just super scared. It seemed to come out of nowhere, and luckily there were so many police officers around because you never know what else Johnson would be capable of doing. I mean, he's already capable of murder. So what's one more murder to his rap sheet? Well, there you guys have it. That's it for this video.
What? Let's look up Dexter Johnson in 2022. His execution is delayed. Raped. Damn. Let's look at this one. Dexter Johnson was sentenced to death by the state of Texas for all that. Dexter Johnson would be arrested, convicted. Damn. 9th grade. A federal appellate court halted the execution of Texas inmate on Wednesday evening, less than 24 hours before he was set to die. The court stated his execution and sent the case back to the district court to look into newly raised claims of intellectual disability. Johnson, 31, was sentenced to death after he turned 18 in a double murder For other teens, cars are didn't. In recent appeals, Johnson has argued that he's intellectually disabled and therefore ineligible for the death penalty under U.S. Damn, he's still fighting just to live? Court issued a stay of execution Wednesday evening. He was set to be executed after. Bro, damn. I got mutual feelings about that. But now you was 18, bro. Yeah, you can't even ask for mercy, bro. That's gonna cap it off for the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. We out, gang. Oh shit, I thought I hit stop.